Uh, okay, I wanted to make a quick video about something that just happened. Technically, it has been happening. Um, Over a month ago, it was the 1st of February. The 1st of February, I made a money order to pay rent, and it blew out of my pocket on the way to the apartment office, and accidents happen. Um, so I called to cancel the money order to get another one to pay rent, and they're like, okay, you got to submit this form on the receipt and mail it to us, and we'll refund the money in 30 days. Okay. Luckily, a friend let me borrow the money for rent, and I'm gonna pay her back when I get the refund. So they said 30 days. That was the 1st of February. And it is currently the 8th of March, and I have yet to receive a refund from Western Union. Um, they are probably the most impossible to get through of company I've ever had to contact. With Google, you have someone on the line immediately. Sometimes you have them call you. They're on the Google app. You request a call, someone calls you, and they're there, like in 10 seconds. And you're talking to someone. Western Union, on the other hand, it took me through, I was like 30, almost 40 minutes. Press 1 to do this, press 2 to do that, press 9 to whatever. And I'm like pressing 0. I'm sorry, I don't understand that request. And like for 40 minutes, and it's just over and over and over. I couldn't get through to anybody. None of the options, like they have an option to, you know, to check on the status of a money order. The money's still on the money order, wherever it is out there. No one's used it. Luckily, I thought ahead and I wrote the name of the apartments on it on the pay to, and then I signed it. So it's useless to anyone anyway, if they do, even if they do find it. So the money's still there. I got that much, and then there was an option to request a refund, and I clicked that or select that, and it took me to this thing where the robot voice explained what to do in like 10 minutes. She's like, take the bottom portion of the money order receipt and fill out the form and mail it to, gives the address, allow up to 30 days for the money order refund to process. And I was like, come on, 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 come on. And eventually I hung up and I went to Google and I typed in Western Union customer service, talk to someone. And right there on the thing, it was actually really cool. Hang on. This is why I love Google. Google is amazing because, let's see, actually, it's my most recent search. Um, when it loads, right there, it tells you what to do right there. You have to press star and then pound twice to get a hold of talk in order to talk to somebody on Western Union. And so I did that, and it took me to a completely different menu. It had the computer voice. She even had a different voice. It was somebody else, something else, I guess you could say. And in this menu, you can speak your responses instead of press 1 to this. It's like say whatever for that. And I was like, agent, I'm sorry, I don't understand your request. Operator, representative, somebody, and at the end of each menu, she said, for more options, say more options. And so I would say more options, and then it took me to like 3 or 4 different menus where she would say different things. It got bizarre, like talking about for information on Gold Star Silver membership cards, say membership cards, and I'm like, what? And I was like, that's not at all what I'm here for. Finally, she said, to speak to an agent, say operator. I'm like, operator. I'm sorry, I don't understand the request. To speak to an agent, say operator. Operator. And then it took me through the whole, your call will be monitored for quality and customer service like that. The only positive thing I can say about this experience is someone picked up immediately. There was no hour-long hold. Someone picked up immediately. She was like, well, "Hi, my name is da da da. Thanks you for calling Western Union." Okay, so she took my info. She asked my name. I gave her my name, the state I'm in, whatever, all that, basic stuff. And then she's like, "Okay, now how can I help you today?" And I told her, I said, I submitted a request for a refund over a month ago, and I've yet to receive it. Oh, I'm sorry, I can't hear what you're saying. You're gonna need to speak up. I submitted a request for a refund over a month ago, and I've yet to receive it. I'm still can't understand you. Can you speak up a little bit? I submitted a request for a refund over a month ago, and I've yet to. I'm still, there's like feedback or something. And then I said something. I don't remember what I said, but she responded to it, and I knew she could hear me. She could hear me, but she didn't want to hear the refund thing. They don't want to give me a refund. Um, and like I said, it was rent, so it wasn't cheap. It was, I'm in Ohio, so it wasn't like $10. It wasn't a $10 money order. It was really, for me, it was really high. It was, and so they don't want to give me that money, that refund. I did whenever you print out a money order, there's that bottom half you tear off. There's a form, you fill it out and you mail it to them, and it says give 30 days. That was the first. The first was 30 days. It's now been 38 days. I guess, whatever. Nothing. Nothing at all. It hasn't even been canceled, according to them. It's still active. So basically, if I were to go out there and find it, I mean, trust me, I walked all over that entire area. I left the store, and by the time I left the parking lot, I reached in my pocket. I didn't feel it, and I'm like, oh no, it's gone. I walked the parking lot. I figured out which way the wind was going, and I went that way. There was a line of bushes against the road on the other side of the parking lot. I checked the bushes. I checked everywhere. If I were to somehow find it out there, I could still use it and like give it to the apartment office. I got next month's rent. But I'm not going to be able to find it because it's rained and snowed several times, so it would probably be destroyed if it is out there. But the point is, Western Union they're deliberately being complicated. They make their systems impossible to navigate. You had to Google how, and there's a code you enter to access a different menu, to go through several different menus to talk to somebody, and they pretend they can't hear you when you say something like, "I want a refund." Especially, I submitted a refund over a month ago, and it said wait 30 days or allow 30 days for it to process. It's been 38 days, and I don't have a refund. So, yeah, I highly recommend people avoid Western Union at all costs. At the store, to use Western Union, it costs 79 cents. To get a money order at my bank, it's $5. And when I saw that, I was like, I'm sticking with Western Union. After this happened, I will pay the $5 just to not have to deal with Western Union, because this is ridiculous. This entire thing is ridiculous.